Yo, what is good, everybody? It's S4 Kicks here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we have the Union and Jordan collaboration on the Union Jordan 4 Guavas. Let's go ahead and check them out. Alright guys, this pair comes from Shoe Pop. Information right there on the screen if you wanted to check them out. They also sent over this little sheet of paper, even give me a little discount code right there for $10 off for all of my friends. First things first, we have the box. It's the yellow Union box with Jordan's hands coming up with Union font in white. Come over to the inside of the box, you have the tissue paper with Jordan back in the day on there. As far as accessories go, you get the cool little clear blue and white Union hang tag, and then you also got the Union yellow laces. Getting into the actual shoes, we'll start towards the collar right here. You have the blue sock liner right there. It's kind of like a middle blue. It's not super dark, but also not super light. You have this, what I want to call is like a fuchsia. It's kind of like a mix between a red and pink, but not quite either. And it's got that mesh material. You have the wings right here are translucent. A lot of the older batches weren't see-through enough. This looks to be pretty good. You have an almost translucent blue, kind of like the sock liner, but a little lighter since it's translucent for the winglet here. But then you have that fuchsia pink, red, whatever color you want to call it here for this winglet. Side cages are a yellow netting. You can see the white mesh going the right way under that. You have the yellow Union LA tag. Most of the pairs you'll see of all of the Union collabs have this in one way or another. You have what is obviously called Guava, but it's like this mauve pink for this really nice soft suede all through the uppers. Then in the midsole, you're met with two different shades of yellow. At first, a lot of people thought it was supposed to be the same, but that was actually a flaw when they did try to do that. It turns out that it is two different colors, even on retail. So it's more of a greenish yellow kind of tint here for this part as well as this part. And then you have more of that classic pale pastel yellow here. You can see the air bubble there, clear, looks pretty clean. And then the yellow there as well. Outsole, once again, we're met with that pastel kind of yellow there with the white hit up here, the fuchsia pink or red, whatever color you want to call it, hit there, and then Nike, the swoosh in blue. Going to the toe box, you have a mesh once again, just like the fuchsia on the back towards the heel. This time it's in like a silver gray kind of color. For the lace guard, you have that mauve pink once again. For the toe box netting or cage, we call it, you have that yellow again with the white mesh under it. White laces come by default, but you already saw the Union yellow that come with it. The tongue right here, the most fascinating part of the Union 4s in my opinion. You have the folded over tongue. You can cut this thread right here and it will release a full-size tongue, which is usually what I tend to do. It's actually what I just did with my black Off Noir pair that I just got recently. But you have the Air Jordan right here in red with Air Jordan in white. And again, I'll even put pictures up. You can see what the Union tag looks like when it is flopped over the right way. Coming to the inside, you got that blue sock liner once again. Same goes for the insole. You can see on the insole itself is the fuchsia red Jumpman and the Union font or logo, whatever you want to call it. You can see behind here the threading once again. When that's cut, it will release the full tongue. Come over to the backside, you have that two-tone yellow once again for the outsole and the midsole. You have that kind of like a mauve pink or guava pink, we're going to call it, for the suede for the heel cup. It's pretty clean. Retail was known to be a little hit or miss, but this is pretty perfect in my opinion. You have the blue heel tab, looks pretty nice and sturdy. Then you have the fuchsia pink or red for Nike, the swoosh, and Air. Finishing it up on the medial side, once again we have that fuchsia red pink for the mesh right here. You have the translucent cage that is translucent enough, not like the older batches that weren't clear enough. You have the, it's like a light blue translucent for the winglet. Then you have a fuchsia pink for this winglet here. You have the yellow side cage with the white mesh going the correct way. You have the guava pink or whatever really you want to call it, mauve is what I want to say, for the suede all of the uppers. And then it's finished off with the two-tone yellow midsole meets the outsole, and then the air bubble right there also with yellow. All right, so for me personally, these are definitely the top two for the Union 4s as far as they go. I love the topazes, not a big fan of the desert moss, I'm not sure if anybody is, but these and the Off Noir that I actually just got recently are definitely my favorite of all of them. That nice guava mauve colorway, honestly, how many pairs can you say have that colorway? I can't say that any of the shoes really in my collection have this nice kind of like off pale pink mauve suede uppers, and then you have the really nice fuchsia and blue, and then the yellow hits, the two-tone yellow midsole, outsole, some little hits of cream here and there. It's just a really cool overall sneaker, and other than the Off Noirs, I don't think any of the other ones can really compete all that well. Alright guys, I think that's it for me today. Just like always, I really appreciate you guys coming over to the channel and hanging out for a bit. Till next time, I'm Dusty4Kicks. Peace.